Big change is already just happening. Miyagi announces he is leaving Team AR. Literally, just coming in. Miyagi has decided to leave the team. We'll be looking for one to replace him for the remainder of the league and champs. Miyagi,
what is he leaving for?
Not really tweeting anything.
All right, well, good for Miyagi.
Do you know what? I did think earlier on?
I mean, if you don't got anywhere to go, I don't know what you're doing.
Do you know what I thought earlier on? This is before that we've seen Team Faze looking pretty good. I said attach Miyagi to come back as a little duo. Now, with how Attach is playing on Faze,
why would he do that?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure that would be possible unless maybe you saw Sansa replaced for Miyagi. I mean, no. What? Yeah, it's not gonna happen, right? But one thing's sure, Miyagi on this game, Matt, pretty good.
Oh, he's very good.
Pretty nifty.
But I mean, if you don't got anywhere to go, I don't know what you're trying to do.
I think he's just maybe trying to put himself in a position when old Rostamania goes down, his name's considered.
Yeah,
it's risky. Very risky.
You could have done that without just kind of leaving your squad.
Yeah, strange. Push short Optic Gaming. Start their hardpoint solo. They have the lead 76-37. Now over to the S&D. We'll stop by with Optic Gaming.
When you first started talking about that, I thought you were going to say some like crazy huge announcement. And then
I mean, it's news, right? I feel we should definitely talk about it.
Somebody told me it's confirmed that Attach is joining.
Yeah, I haven't seen that though.
I haven't seen that yet though.
So I'm not saying anything yet until I actually see it with my own visible eyes. Because he's just been like trolling.
It seems like Team Blevdog is still they're scrimming with each other tonight, so it seems like those guys are gonna stick it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair play to them. After getting ran through, I think is the best way and most polite way of saying what happened. So let's just show Detroit though. Optic Nation today looked pretty decent at this map. Had some pretty convincing wins.
Yeah.
And losing that first hard point now, this is kind of a crucial map.
This is a must win.
Yeah, they need to win this. And traditionally, their SD hasn't been the strongest, but looks like they're about to tie up this one.
We have seen them win this map, though, quite often, though. There's one S&D that they're quite good at.
And why do you think that is?
No clue, really, to be honest. I think on some of the other maps, I feel like this map is pretty easy to understand and get good at in search. I feel like some of the other maps can be confusing. There's lots of different calls teams can do and whatnot. I feel like this map, there's pretty much 2 standard plays everybody makes, so I think it simplifies the game for Nation.
Still kind of confused as to why Miyagi would leave.
Yeah, it's really kind of confusing.
He has to have something up his sleeve, young Miyagi.
I mean, if he doesn't, I'm very confused.
So that is kind of the start of, well, I suppose Sender trade was the start of Rostamania, but we'll see how that affects other teams. Of whether Miyagi does have a master plan up his sleeve, and interestingly, it's not a trade though. It's a straight. He's just straight leaving the squad. So, what does that mean?
It's kind of rough
for the rest of the teams. Yeah, it really is, and leaves AR in an interesting position because I mean they had an okay Orlando. You had to play through open.
And they had the
they 3-0'd Faze.
Them OGNON had the highest team KD.
Right. I mean. Weird to see him make a change.
I mean, if BL Fire doesn't shoot cotton balls online, you don't know how what they look like.
Oh, cotton balls. TP left 1v2. And he clutch up. He's gonna know Apathy's in that window. That's one. TP 1v1 now. It's against Sensa. Oh, TP with the clutch.
Man, that was when you have COD vision. It's so weird to watch that, right? Because you see, Apathy just turn his back and run, and Sensor turn his back and run. It's just really weird to see. Yeah, you gotta wonder.
I feel why is Sensor pre-aiming the window?
Why is he not looking straight? Did Apathy not watch kill cam? And yeah, you really can't. Yeah.
But having said that, we went to a listening with Faze earlier on, and we heard his teammates telling Sensor to do something. He was like, "No, don't be stupid." That's gonna be an issue with the Faze team.
Yeah.
Communication is definitely going to be an issue. But Nation, 2-1 in the lead now here in S&D Detroit. Faze back on the attacking side. And it's Apathy with a sniper rifle looking for first blood. See someone mid-street. Oh, if he'd have gone for a wallbang there, he may have actually got that kill by accident, but didn't pull the trigger. So, still a 4v4.
Yep, still 4v4. Actually, I know Karma's going to take one out, and actually going to be 2 players down for Faze as TP picking up 2, and then another
Well,
goes
that's
down.
escalated quickly.
Yeah, tides have turned here, Ben. Looks like ON taking the commanding lead, and right now, I mean, T playing phenomenal on S&D, making up for that poor hardpoint game.
Yeah, it was un-him-like, un-Teep-like. Really is. But we will see. We will see.
What are you looking at?
Reading Miyagi's recent tweets. Apparently he tweeted earlier on today saying, "Wish I still had that drive back in me."
Maybe he just leaves?
Maybe he just doesn't have the drive to play anymore.
For $8 million tournament?
Hey man, COD players logic. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, strange. Let's just put it that way. COD timing.
Oh, wow. That was a nice shot right there from Karma onto Sensor. Going to take him out, and it looks like going to be just Attach and Apathy left. Over in the OG game, they are in a commanding lead right now. It's going to be 185 to 107 going into the second to last hill. Now it's up on your screen. Thank you, Will. Phenomenal man in the back. But you know, they are in prime position to take this first hard point. Nothing really, you know, I'd be shocked if OG doesn't make the finals.
That should be a 3-0.
Yeah.
That should be very, very
I
swift.
honestly want to see how ON would stack up against OG
Yeah.
gun versus gun and respawn.
I think that'd be pretty sick. We haven't seen it in any of the online tournaments, so it would be nice to finally get a look at it. As well, I feel like they haven't really met up a lot in the COD League either.
No, I feel like we haven't.
We haven't seen that.
Me and you would have cast at least one of those games.
I think they played
we've seen that.
once. I think it's just once. I may be mistaken though.
Yeah.
But those games definitely going to be fun. It would be good if they could make it both to the grand final. See that for the first time. On the right hand side of the gaming, yeah, massive control. 206 to 129.
That's a win.
I mean, they have lost control of that back hill. How long's left?
That's
What, 5 seconds?
Nah, yeah, 5 seconds. That's a win.
So and 4-1 up here. Optic Nation versus Faze. Their S&D game looking completely different today. Concerning about the hard point though, it's weird. They've kind of switched, right? They seem to be losing more hard points today and winning those search and destroys.
Kind of like OG at Columbus. They couldn't win.
Yeah.
You'd expect them to win hard point. They couldn't win hard point. They won their searches. Completely flipped the opposite way. I think, you know, just kind of a little bit struggle online in that hard point. I mean, I think it was Karma tweeting Attach, like, why did Denial never have Attach host? Like,
right.
Like he's like, I didn't even realize who your other teammates were. I was just dying to you over and over.
So, Optic Gaming go 1-0 up in that semifinal. Of course, Faze 1-0 up against Optic Nation. But a 4-1 lead here is looking pretty good for Nation as Sensor is going to have a couple of plays in there. Swanee gets 2 kills this round. 6 and 2 for him in S&D. TP 6 and 1 as well. Sensor is going to be very cautious here. Cleans one up with Proofy, and Attach actually gets the kill on Swanee there. TP didn't move throughout any of that. One player runs in. TP cleans him up. Turns. 1v1. Sensor versus Karma. 20 seconds left too. Karma running in towards school.
With that mute, just as you saw Karma's mute ran out. Looks like Sensor going to run all the way around here and plant at A. Karma is going to have to start moving over there very shortly. Let's see that arrow lit up on the minimap. He's going to start rotating over towards the back.
Oh, really?
And
Sensor's going to sit in the bush.
Sensor's just going to sit in the bush.
I'm surprised to see Karma play that so passively. He's got to know that Sensor is going to be sort of doing something a bit weird and unconventional. That's just the way Sensor kind of plays these 1v1s. But Sensor is just not going to move at all. 22 seconds left. Hasn't even checked the bomb. Going to see Karma, though. Oh, why has he even fired bullets there?
Yeah.
That's a huge mistake. If Karma wins that gunfight, which he hasn't. So Sensor gets a little bit lucky. Pulls out a sniper, just wants to will star him at this point. Misses. Goes for it. Oh, cleans him up anyway.
I'm very confused why Doug challenged that.
Yeah, he did not need to challenge that.
It doesn't seem like Karma has fond feelings for Doug.
No, he's just trying to
rile him up a little.
Scratch his face.
Yep, trying to massage his face.
Yeah, why not? Bullets, good for massaging.
Bullets.
Yeah, why not? But Faze are going to win that round. Actually, 1-5, struggling in S&D.
Yeah.
Unusual for him. Normally, especially on Detroit, pretty good with that sniper rifle. Going to get you a lot of first bloods, but definitely struggling in this one. And Optic Nation kind of threw that last round away. You know, they had a 4 versus 2. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, but Attach and Sensor managed to clutch up.
Yeah, they threw that one away, Ben. I agree with you there. But something that I want to point out, Swanee, 6-3. I've been extremely impressed with his S&D play. You know, you were saying Europe considered a very good S&D player, very different from an American playstyle. He has come over and just, you know, not completely dominated, but he has played extremely well since coming over to the States.
Yep. Really impressed a lot of people, I think, if there were any questions about whether he can hang at the top level, he's definitely answered those critics, that's for sure.
Now, you know, speaking to the players on Nation, they had no idea how good he was. You know, when they first got him, they were kind of like, you know, let's see what happens. Kind of
just play the risk, right?
Hey, let's
but
see
at
what
that
happens
point, they had nothing to lose.
They had nothing to lose at that point. And, you know, speaking with Teep, he was like, man, I am shocked how good Swanee is. He's like, I knew he was good.
Right.
I didn't know he was.
He was going to be top 5 KD.
He was going to be a top 5 KD LAN
right.
event, first North American LAN event with the team.
Plus, he can hold his own in S&D too, which is key,
That's
especially
huge.
with this team because they've really struggled. So to have someone who's consistently been putting up decent numbers for that team at least is massive. And now you see, you know, the likes of TP and Karma kind of getting into the stroll of things. Proofy, as you mentioned earlier on, having a couple of good games in S&D. When it all comes together for this team, we've been saying it since they formed, it's going to be a really, really talented roster.
This roster was put together not to be a B team.
Yeah, they want to win. I mean, you got a 2-time world champion. There's no way a 2-time world champion sits on a team as a B team.
Also, you know, from an organization standpoint, you don't invest time and you don't invest, you know, your just energy into a team that you're going to be a B team.
Right.
And you don't have players like Teep, Karma, Proof, and Swanee on a B team. As you see, Proof going to take out 3 players right there. See, he get the ace right there? He just just mowing down people.
He just ran through everything.
Just ran through everybody.
That's going to be 6-2. Optic Nation to close out another Search and Destroy today. So definitely turning things around.
Swan stole his ace, but still.
Bad guy, Swanee. 7-4 for him. 7-4 for TP. 7-4 for Proofy. 8-4 for Karma. That's what you want to see if you're an Optic Nation fan. Yeah, 1-7.
Yeah.
Not the best from him. So that levels up that semifinal. Meanwhile, the second map from the other semifinal still yet to begin. They're having some pretty big delays over there.
Yeah, those gaming people taking forever.
And Young Gods, I don't know what's going on. They're all in the lobby. They just haven't started yet. We're going to see the same maps, though. So it will be Search and Destroy Detroit. Yep. One of Optic Gaming's worst S&Ds. So if there is a map that these Young Gods pickup team could pick, I would say it would be this one.
Detroit Gaming's worse. Everything.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Well, for now, quick commercial break. When we come back, map 3 between Optic Nation and Faze, and game 2 of Optic Gaming versus Young Gods. Be right back.